Welcome to Irie-AT, Braille and Vision. This video will demonstrate how to install the GoBraille Wireless Device to make your Irie-AT Braille printer wireless. First, locate the GoBraille device in the box and then find the included power adapter. On the front of the device, you'll find the RJ45 Ethernet port and 4 USB ports. On the left side of the unit, you'll find the power port, HDMI port, and a plug-in for a speaker or headphones. Next, locate your router and plug in the Ethernet cable that came with your GoBraille device. Then plug the other end of that Ethernet cable into your GoBraille. Next, you're going to want to pull out a speaker or some headphones and plug those into the speaker port on the GoBraille. When you're all ready, it's time to plug in the power. We're going to wait a few seconds, then GoBraille is going to say hello and tell us what its IP address is.
Hi, I'm GoBraille. My wired IP address is 169.254.175.167.
Make sure to record the IP address because you'll need that in a later step. Okay, now it's time to open up your internet browser and type in the IP address that you just collected from your GoBraille. That's going to open up a menu page inside the GoBraille where you can make changes. Click or select System from the menu list. Under the main settings in the GoBraille menu, you're going to find the wireless LAN configuration. Select Connect to another network. Select your network SSID from the menu drop-down list of available networks. Your Wi-Fi SSID should display in the SSID field. Enter the SSID password. Note the password must be 100% correct or the process will not continue. Click or select on Apply, which is directly underneath the SSID passphrase field boxes. This message will appear. System is applying changes. Please be patient. The user interface will not be available for a few seconds. If the device fails to come up again, please cycle the power on the device. After the GoBraille successfully connects to your Wi-Fi, note the IPv4 address and use that for the next step of setting up the embosser to print using the GoBraille and the printer driver. Next, it's time to unplug the cords and move GoBraille to its permanent location. Then plug GoBraille back into power and move on to the next steps. For the next step, you're going to need to make sure you have the Irie Braille printer driver installed. You can find that on the USB stick that came with the Embosser or find it on our website. We also have a handy tutorial on YouTube that'll show you how to install that driver. Okay, now let's open up your Windows desktop and get connected to GoBraille. First, go to Settings, Printers and Scanners, and choose Add a Printer or Scanner. In the dialog box that appears after selecting Add a Printer or Scanner, select The printer that I want isn't listed. In the next dialog, select Add a Printer using a TC IP address or host name, and click Next. In the next step, enter the device type as TCP IP device. You're going to enter also the Wi-Fi IP address of your GoBraille, then click Next. Now Windows is going to try to detect the TCP IP settings. Then it's going to give you a dialog box asking for more information. In the next screen, you're going to want to make sure that you choose the device type as Standard, Generic Network Card, and then select Next. The next screen that comes up will ask for the manufacturer. You put that as Irie-AT, and then select the model number of the printer that you want to install, and then select Next. The next screen asks you which version of the driver you would like to use. Select Use the driver that is currently installed, and then select Next. The screen after that asks you what you want for the printer name. The default is listed. We recommend that you add GoBraille in parentheses to the end of the printer so you can distinguish it from other similar models. Then select Next. Now Windows will complete the installation process. At the end, you get a screen where you have an option to share the printer. You can set that up to share or not. Click Next and you have successfully finished setting up your GoBraille to print wirelessly with your Irie-AT Braille Embosser. If we can get you more information about the GoBraille wireless device, reach out to us at irie-at.com.